Alright, so Barcelona have defeated Osasuna 1-0 with a goal coming from Vitor Roque. Yes, it is true, my friends. Vitor Roque has scored the winner for Barcelona, and Barcelona achieved the 3 points. This is considered as Barcelona's first win ever since Xavi announced his departure. And so I'm going to be very honest. Besides that goal that Vitor Roque did score, this Barcelona performance that we saw was not the very best, and we wanted to see much more from this squad, but for some reason it felt very flat. Everything felt very dim. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but from the very beginning of this game, Barcelona did not look so inspired. Everything looked very gray, dark. People were confused. Maybe even the fans, I don't know, maybe it was the people that were in the stadium that did not feel like they really wanted to be there, right? There were some things that did seem a little quiet, and I'm like, okay, so maybe this whole effect of Xavi Hernandez saying that he is going to be leaving is coming into full effect, because I saw this game and I'm like, I don't even really feel inspired myself, because, you know, too many things have happened in the past week, and especially in the past 8 to 10 days, with Barcelona being knocked out in multiple competitions, and also the fact that Barcelona lost 5-3 against Villarreal. I'm like, you know, this is supposed to happen. This is what we are supposed to feel like. And also, I have not posted in the past 2 to 3 days because I really wanted to take a small break, even for myself, right? Because I was like, you know, Xavi Hernandez is leaving, Barcelona just lost, and I wanted Xavi to have continuity with the club, but ever since he announced his departure, which was something that was basically forced on him, I'm like, let me just take a break, because I was furious. It did take me down. It did beat me down over the past 48 hours, 72 hours, and I felt down. I felt a little sad because I know that Xavi Hernandez wanted to be here for many more years, but the media, like Xavi did say, does not allow it. There is just too much criticism, and this criticism does get to the players, and that is why Xavi Hernandez is making this decision to leave. So that is why I had a very sour taste in my mouth. I'm just like, I don't even want to speak about Barcelona. I want to take a break. I want to go to the gym. I want to go somewhere else. I don't want to speak about this club on my YouTube channel. I want to step away from it, and I want to take a break. So I kind of knew how Xavi felt. And that is why I also say, like, everything that Xavi has been feeling from the inside really did inject to this squad performance against Osasuna. So it's very unfortunate. And we also do have some other bad news, unfortunately, and that is Ferran Torres is injured. He was only able to play like about 7 to 8 minutes, and he had to be substituted by Fermin Lopez, meaning that at the moment we have about 9 players who are injured. So Gavi is injured, Valdez is injured, Joao Felix is injured, Ter Stegen is injured, Inigo Martinez, Marcos Alonso, Sergio Roberto, and now Ferran Torres. So I don't even know what that Barcelona team is going to look like against Alaves, which is a game that will be happening on Saturday. And I swear to you guys, like, I am not even trying to be negative. I'm really not trying to be like that one person that just talks about a lot of negativity, but we even have other further details about what's currently going on in the squad. And according to Gerard Romero, it has been said that Oriol Romeu also wants to leave the club. But Barcelona do not like this idea because of this injury crisis that the squad is going through. So there is a potential that we might see 9 players out within these next few weeks, with Oriol Romeu leaving because he does not feel very happy with the current situation at the club. And I understand that, you know, playing at Barcelona is simply just too much for him. This is also going to be a conversation that we are going to be talking about later this week. Let's see how this situation does evolve, whether Oriol Romeu does leave or not. I mean, does it make a big difference? It does not, but I think that depth is important, and especially within these next 4 to 5 months. We're going to have to play so many games, and Barcelona are going to have to come in very, very strong, because our goal is to reach the top 4 of La Liga. So depth is definitely important. We cannot afford to lose even more players outside of our injuries. So Pedri also wanted to speak about just the current atmosphere of Barcelona after the game was over, and this is what Pedri said. The week has been a little strange for everyone. It has been complicated. It is the coach's decision, and he has helped us a lot, and we have to give everything for him until the end. And this is what I was talking about earlier, right? Like, yes, everything felt dim, everything felt gray, and I think that right now it is in the player's responsibility to give out 110% until the end of the season. That is very, very important. Now, this match did not help. These players looked very flat, very uninspired. Now, I do think that the attitude has increased. I think that these players do react to certain things much more. There is a little bit of more character from the players, but the problem that I'm really starting to see is football. I don't think that Barcelona have a lot of football in them. Like, we don't find the advantages on the field. Like, every time there is a situation where we can't turn it into a 3-2 advantage for Barcelona, they don't take advantage of that. They don't like going on 3 versus 2 situations or 5 versus 4 situations or any of that. They just don't like to find that open player and play as quickly as possible. Everything feels very sluggish. And you can just get a sense that these players, while yes, maybe there is some more character on them, they don't look like they enjoy their football. Like, I see Gundogan always trying to open himself up, asking for the ball, but these players don't really try and find Gundogan, and they react too slow. They look somewhere else. They look a little disinterested, and then they end up losing the ball, and there's nothing. Like, that first half was the most boring football I've ever seen in a long time. And what made me even more nervous, right, was ever since Osasuna got that red card, and it was a total of 10 men that Osasuna had to play against FC Barcelona, for some reason Osasuna looked better, and Barcelona invited Osasuna to play against them. Like, Osasuna was finding much more opportunities when they had 10 players, and Barcelona had much more problems controlling the game once Osasuna were one man down. Before, it was different. Barcelona, they just simply had the ball. They had all the control in the world, but they did not really do anything with it. So I'm like, oh my God, like, there always has to be like some sort of problem that Barcelona has to carry. So I did not really like this game. Like I've said in the beginning of this video, the only good thing that we saw in this match was the fact that Vitor Roque got his goal. So let's talk about that. Vitor Roque was able to score after 50 seconds going into the pitch. He did come in for Fermin Lopez, and I know that, Fermin Lopez also came in for Ferran Torres, but it was said that Fermin Lopez was carrying like a little injury, which is why he had to leave early. And Vitor Roque came in, and he was playing as almost like a second striker and behind Lewandowski. And so Vitor Roque came in, 50 seconds later, he scored a goal with Cancelo making the assist to Vitor Roque. And I loved it because this whole thing, right, the whole scene reminded me of how Marc Gui made his debut with Barcelona, scoring after like 60 seconds or like 50 seconds into the game. And this goal that we saw from Vitor Roque, it was pure Vitor. This is the type of player that we have signed. Someone who goes into space, tries to find the opportunity, and makes those aggressive and intelligent runs that we have been missing in the front line. Like that run that he made where Cancelo had to like pass the ball into space. Like, that was pure aggressiveness, pure intelligence, and key traits of what every number 9 should be carrying. And when I saw Vitor Roque score that header, he just looked so enthusiastic. He looked so happy. He was jumping up and down, screaming so loud. And I'm like, I know, I get it. Like, I understand why he was reacting like that. Vitor came in like about a month ago and he was unable to score or not given opportunities, and he finally got the goal. And I feel like this is going to be the first goal of many more goals this season. I think that he can reach 10 to 11 goals because the only thing was missing was that first one to give him confidence. And you can see in his expression, his face, his body language, like that sense of relief. Then he went down on his knees and just started praying, and he said, thank you God for giving me that first goal. And now from here, it's going to be like the snowball effect. You're only going to get bigger and better from here. Vitor Roque, after the match, did say, and I quote, "It is a dream come true. I have been waiting for this moment for a long time." So here's the thing, right? I really did like these minutes that Vitor Roque had because he showed so much confidence, so much aggressiveness. He was pressing so much, always looking for the ball. And to be honest, seeing Vitor at this stage, I don't even want to see Lewandowski get more minutes than Vitor. I want to see Vitor Roque get way more minutes than Lewandowski. And I want to see a front three of Joao Felix, Vitor, and Lamine Yamal, because I just think that with that, you have much more quality, much more aggressiveness, much more runs behind spaces that the defenders leave. And I saw Lewandowski in this match and I'm like, this guy had 0 shots on target. 0. And he played a full 90 minutes. He touched the ball 35 times. Just to give you guys like some context, Fermin Lopez, who only played 55 minutes and not 90 minutes like Lewandowski, had 37 touches. 2 more touches than Lewandowski. And that is showing you guys, right? And that is showing everybody here that Lewandowski does not see the ball a lot. He barely involves himself in the game. And I'm like, we need a number 9 that involves himself much more. That gets about at the very least 45 to 50 touches per game. To always come in deep, look for the ball, receive the ball from either Pedri, Gundogan, or Frankie, make those runs behind the defenders, and to receive the ball again, like accumulate those touches. Lewandowski, the reason why he does not get a lot of touches and does not see the ball a lot is because there is no runs coming from him. And Xavi, I know that deep down he sees this as a problem. Xavi, after the match, did state this: I spoke a lot with Lewandowski this week. He must score more goals for us. He must be a difference maker. And so that is Xavi giving more pressure to Lewandowski, saying that, look, you need to score more goals. You need to find it. The system is there. The passes are there. The key passes that you are been given from either Gundogan, Frankie, or Pedri, or whoever, they're there. Or either from Lamine Yamal, who is probably the best key pass player on the pitch. You need to find those opportunities and make those runs, regardless of your age. Just do something. Make that extra effort. Put yourself first in order to bring Barcelona into a better position within La Liga, and in the future in the Champions League. Vitor Roque comes in and he's like, I'm gonna run here, I'm gonna run there. You know, you can just feel the energy. You can see the difference. And that is why I do say that I just think that Xavi should be starting Vitor. Like, what more can Barcelona lose? Tell me, what more can Barcelona lose? We're already at the very bottom, mentally, physically, sportingly. What more, again, is there to lose? Let's just do that. Let's just switch out Lewandowski and put in Vitor and just see what comes out from this. So overall, I would give this performance like a 5 out of 10. I think that, yes, there are some good moments here. Like, I saw Lamine Yamal make great key passes, just taking on players, being entertaining, being very effective, always finding those amazing crosses into the box. I love everything about Lamine Yamal. I think that Kubarsi had another great game. At 17 years old, he had 96 touches, 79 accurate passes, 87% pass accurate rate, 4 out of 5 accurate long balls, 2 out of 2 ground duels won, 3 out of 5 aerial duels won, 2 recoveries, 1 clearance, 2 tackles, and 0 fouls. It's just amazing. So there were some good things. Lamine Yamal, Kubarsi, we also have Vitor Roque score a goal. And so that is it. That is going to be wrapping up today's post-match review. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.